Hello, everyone. We are going to be talking about a very interesting topic today, our personalized body composition. Like the way all of us look different, no one looks the same if you look at it, unless you're a twin. But same thing, the concept applies to our bodies. These are all different as per Ayurveda. And we are going to be talking about what to do, what to eat, and as per our body composition. And joining me is Dr. Ankita. Welcome, Dr. Ankita. How are you?
Hello, hi, I'm good. Thank you. How about you?
Good, good. Thank you so much. So maybe, Dr. Ankita, can you tell us a little bit about yourself before we go into the topic?
Surely. So basically, I'm a registered dietitian by profession, but along with that, I am a certified diabetes educator, naturopath, and a neurolinguistic program trainer. And my forte lies in body composition analysis as a niche. I'm also a guest faculty at various colleges in Bombay, that
That's
Mumbai.
great.
Thank
All
you.
right, that's great. That's great. So let's talk about it's fascinating. Like all of us, each one of us look different. And
Yes.
like from at least from the external point of view, and the concept what you're talking about is internally also we are different. So tell
Yes.
us a little bit about that body composition part.
Alright, so once I talk about body composition analysis, if I see every individuals appear in a one particular frame, but
Yeah.
two people won't be same. For example, if I make them stand on a scale of body composition analysis, someone who is appearing fit and fine can have more amount of body fat and visceral fat and less amount of muscle mass, whereas someone who doesn't appear fine but will be having appropriate muscle mass which is required for his body, little bit amount of body fat, but it's fine to do.
Yeah.
So that's how you can actually differentiate whether the person is healthy or no, whether the person is having any kind of fluid retention inside his body or no, whether there are higher chances of getting any kind of metabolic disorders or no. Just by viewing their body composition analysis, we get to know many things. Along with our biochemical profile, which we do the blood test, we need to
Yeah.
do body composition analysis in terms of understanding how we can go ahead with our lifestyle. So that's why body composition analysis plays a niche role in treating someone or assessing someone.
Got it, got it. But in the past, for so many years, all of us have been used to, get your blood analysis done and start
Yes.
eating, whatever is
True, true,
deficient.
true. Very much true.
This whole concept of body composition is relatively new for, and a lot of people
Yes.
don't understand this concept as well, right?
Exactly. So I believe the concept is quite old, but people are not aware
Yeah,
about it. The market has not been sensitized. So these
yes,
days, when we talk, due to this pandemic, everyone is talking about the fat mass, fat mass. So what is a fat mass? It's a component of your body. Your body is divided into four components. First is your muscle mass, then your body water, then your body fat, and then your minerals, that is your bone mass. So if I all add all the four, that becomes your body weight. But people these days, they are just talking about the fat mass. Thanks to pandemic, that people are becoming bit aware about the body fat mass, but there is very much more. There is a visceral fat which is present inside the body. Of lately, people are talking about the thin fat genotype in the individuals, wherein they appear very much thin, but they have this
yeah.
gynoid obesity. So they are having a paunch belly. So that's where we talk about the thin fat Indians or thin fat scenario everywhere. So that is most commonly seen. And in pandemic, you might have seen many people who got COVID were
Yeah.
mostly diabetic or they were
Yes,
severely obese. So
yes.
that's where people started getting awareness about this. So slowly people will know about body composition. That's what I believe.
Okay, so let's talk. So body composition concept in Ayurveda is very well defined, right? The Vata, Pitta,
Yes.
and Kapha. So
Yes.
what you're suggesting is, in addition to all of us getting a blood test done, we should also get ourselves analyzed. Our body should be
Yes.
analyzed by a qualified person, so who can tell us the composition of our Vata, Pitta, Kapha, and the five water element or the five elements, right? Can you describe a little
Yes.
bit more on that?
So as we talk about Ayurveda itself talk about the longevity of the individuals, and it is made up of five elements. That is your earth, its ether, your air, fire, and water.
Yes.
With this 5 elements, there comes a 3 prakritis which we have, that is your Vata, Pitta and Kapha. So today we are going to talk much more detail about Vata. So Vata
Correct.
is made up of air and ether.
Yes.
And other two are the combinations of water, fire and air.
Yes.
So these are the common prakritis of the individual. Sometimes it can be one prakriti which is dominant in one individual. Sometimes it can be combination of two, or someone you can come across with person with all the 3 prakritis. For example, me, I am having all the 3 prakritis in me. So that is the thing. When I talk specifically about a Vata Prakriti person, and if I see their body composition, they can
Yeah.
appear slim. They have a medium frame or they have a small frame. At times, they are having dry skin or dry hair. They are having the issues with their moisture. Also, if you can see the bone structure, at times they do have bone issues. So if you see, most of the people who have got a Vata Prakriti are having rheumatoid arthritis, or they have neurological disorders, which can be your dementia. So which is commonly seen in such individuals.
I see. I see. So let's summarize. The Vata person is dry hair, which I have. dry skin, dry hair, and you
Yes.
said a lot of energy is one thing
They
that we
have
can also.
lots of energy,
Yeah.
but they are very much resistant to extreme climates. They cannot tolerate extreme amount of heat nor extreme amount of cold, or they are not even tolerant to mid-sized cold. So
Wow.
that way they are quite, no, I cannot go in the cold temperature. They are very much comfortable in warmer temperature, because as I said, they are very much comfortable in their sweet zone. They cannot step out of that particular thing. So for them to maintain the lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle is very essential.
Okay. All right. So so let's talk about the lifestyle that we are talking about. So let's start with the diet first, and then we can go into
Sure.
the exercise after
Yeah.
that.
So
Yeah.
once it coming to eating, I believe everyone loves eating. Trust me, you will not find a single individual who doesn't love food, at least for the basic living, or someone who is super foodie. So food is someone which everyone will look forward for. So I'll just simply tell the foods which they can include in their day-to-day lives. First, we'll start with the cereals, as they are the staples and they take a major portion because they are the carbohydrates. So for Vata Prakriti people, what I would suggest is have oats in the form of oatmeal or something, but have it in the warm or a cooked form. Don't have dried oats. Some
Okay.
people have the tendency they want to drink a protein shake wherein they will just
Yeah.
simply add the dried oats to their smoothie and they will grind and drink it. But same is not the case with Vata Prakriti people. Even if they take it, there are higher chances Vata Prakriti people can get aggravations and they can have long-term disorders which are in the lifestyle, like
Yeah.
arthritis, as I said. So have a cooked food. Apart from that, apart from oats, they can also go for rice. They need to try and avoid the millets, wheat, and the dry oats.
Oh, millet
That is
wheats.
for the
Avoid
stay.
it. Avoid
Yeah.
milk wheats. Okay.
Avoid this. And when I talk about the pulses, they can have all pulses. Specifically prefer for chickpea, moong, that mug beans.
Yeah.
That is much more healthy and beneficial for the Vata Prakriti people. Then moving ahead for vegetables, they can have all kind of vegetables, but see to it they are avoiding roots and tubers. That is
Roots and
something they
tubers
can
avoid. Why would you want to avoid roots? Mean
again.
the
It has a
beetroot.
constituent which will aggravate Vata Prakriti.
I see.
So that's why they need to avoid that. Talking about the spices, they can have all spices. Prefer for dry ginger, cinnamon. That is much more beneficial. Use in moderation your turmeric and saffron. We all know curcumin is very much beneficial, but
Yeah.
the side effect of a curcumin is if the body is not accepting the curcumin, it will get what we can say accumulated in the body and it will give this adverse reaction to the body. So that's why
Okay.
have it in the moderation. So certain people they tolerate curcumin, certain people they don't. That's why have your spices in the limitations. If we say this thing, uh, apart from cinnamon, cardamom powder, which is quite beneficial to them. Cumin powder is very much beneficial to them. So if they consume this, the Vata Prakriti people, that is very much beneficial. For example, here we have the habit of drinking the milk in the form of lassi. Like it has
Yeah.
been drank as a dessert also at times. So if you add certain seeds to it, these are your bit amount of cinnamon powder or cumin seeds powder,
Yeah.
that is beneficial to Vata Prakriti people. But if in case if you are adding certain other spices or other herbs, you need to be careful for it. Coming down to your fruits,
Yeah.
try avoiding dried fruits, that is your almonds, walnuts, and everything. If you want to consume it, soak it in the water prior consuming it for 30 minutes, then consume it. So the properties inside it are getting subsided a bit.
Got it.
Otherwise, prefer the ripe fruits. If every
Right
fruit
fruit.
should be ripe. Don't eat unripe fruit because that will aggravate the Vata Prakriti.
And what about
That
peanuts?
is
Peanuts is also the
pe-
same.
I would suggest it again comes in the nut category. If you want to consume, just soak it in the water prior to consume it. Otherwise, try
Yeah.
avoiding it. That is something which I would advise for them. And vegetables you can consume except for the roots and tubers. When it comes to meat, because people are fond of meats. Like if I ask someone, please give up on meats. No, I am not. I want to eat my meat. So what I would suggest for such people is avoid red meat. You can have your turkey, you can have fish, you can have chicken, but just avoid red meat because red meat will aggravate your Vata Prakriti, but others will go hand in hand with your nature. All kind of milk products are fine for them. There is no such thing that which will lead to hypersensitivity. Rest all is fine for them, but they need to follow the healthy lifestyle because these people, for time being, they will do it, but then after a while they're like, no, I'm done with it. I'm not doing it. So maintaining that timeline and that lifestyle is much more important for them.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you say the lifestyle, like regular exercise, yoga,
Yes. Yoga can be done. In yoga, certain people don't have that much of time. If I see, the lifestyle has become very much sedentary. If we talk
yeah,
about pandemic, people are working from home. The
yeah,
physical activity is almost gone down to zero. 9 hours ka work time has gone to 12 to 24 hours.
yeah.
Like 16 hours they are working. So there is no time. So what I suggest my patients is either they can do planks for 5 minutes, like with the gap of 30 seconds, do 30 seconds plank, 20 seconds break, again 30 seconds plank for 5 minutes. That is one. Or in the morning do 10 then Surya Namaskar, and in evening 5 Chandra Namaskar. That is also more than enough. That will help them. And it will hardly take 10 minutes of yours. Imagine
Yeah.
someone telling you, okay, just do 10 minutes exercise. I'm not asking you to go for 30 minutes of brisk walking. So that is again something which will help with their psyche, and they will follow the proper lifestyle. But yes, these people are also having a disturbed sleep at times.
Mm-hmm.
So it's advisable to have a proper sleep hours. Like probably night 10 a.m. to morning 6 a.m. is ideal time for them to sleep. But
Okay.
again, if I talk about the lifestyles and the jobs which we are having currently, see to
Yeah.
it you are adjusting and having a proper sleep. Otherwise, the stress factor is something which will affect them. As I said, long term they are more prone for dementia and neurological disorders.
Yeah.
So that's where they need to be focused upon.
On the sleep. so
Yes,
so
sleep
maybe
also.
oils. So oil. Can you talk a little bit about a particular type of oils for them that would be
Yes,
useful for
yes.
Vata?
They can use olive oil. They can use ghee, and like ghee is something what we can say. Uh, it's kind of a portion for them. They can
I see.
they can eat ghee. In terms of oil, they can prefer for ghee. They can prefer for olive oil, and to some extent they can have other oils also. There is no restriction per se, but see to it if you want to eat it in the raw form, in the form of salads and everything. Yes, as I said, they need to eat cooked and warm food. Salads are
Yeah.
something which is not advised to them. But again, if they are into such places where they are not getting anything, then probably if they want to have some dressing, prefer ghee or olive oil in their dressing rather than any other oil.
Okay.
So that is one thing which I would suggest,
What
which
about
is
the
much more
massage?
beneficial.
The massage. Do
Pardon?
you recommend like massaging? Ayurveda talk a lot about the abhyanga and
Yes,
discuss.
exactly. So that's what I said. They are more prone for rheumatoid arthritis, or they are more prone for retaining the water inside their body.
Yeah.
Since
Yeah.
Ayurveda is known for lymphatic drainaging with the proper ancient techniques, so
Yeah.
when that's where I spoke. Like when you do body composition analysis, you come to know in which
Yeah.
particular area of your body you have this water retention. So once you understand, with the help of the proper massaging technique, you can actually drain that water off. So
I
Ayurveda
see.
is blessed with panchakarma, which is again usage of oils and everything. The kumkumadi oil, or the other kind of oil, which is quite beneficial to them. And again, as they're having moisture issues, they can probably apply oil to their skin, so that will be helpful. And the most important thing, drink plenty of water, because you will see these people, they are not fond of water. They can stay without water for probably a day's time and still they're like, it's okay, I don't feel like to eat, drink water. But at the very same time, as I said, the dryness is seen in them.
Yeah. No, absolutely, absolutely. So, I mean, I think I am definitely composition of Vata and Pitta, and what you're describing is very true. The dryness on the skin, the dryness on the hair, and the water part of it, what you're talking about, the sleeping. So it all resonates, you know, what you're saying. So like, do you recommend, like, you know what, sometimes Ayurveda talks about doing the oil massage at night, like with the sesame oil or something? Is that something? Yeah.
Yes, they can do that, because that will help to moisture the skin. It will help the elasticity, to improve the elasticity of the skin. And if there is a constant massages which are done with the help of Ayurveda, the collagen synthesis is enhanced inside the body. So if you give the boost to the body, who don't want to look good and who don't want to look young? So that's what Ayurveda is, right? To rejuvenate yourself. So that's where these oils and this massages play a vital role in them. So it is strongly recommended for everyone to, probably before sleeping, like, there should be a regime. But in today's world, it's very difficult to follow. But if someone is doing it religiously, it is advised to take 5 minutes massage to your own self, for your legs, your arms, your skin, your hair. So that will take a proper care of yourself. So,
and even on the face, you put oil, right?
Yes, skincare regime properly. That's where I spoke about Kumkuma, the oil, which is doing wonders, I believe. So
yes,
and
the body would be almond oil or sesame oil, something like something
almond
more.
almond oil will do good as compared to sesame oil, because of its content. Certain people, they are prone for smoking, call it a lifestyle acquired disorder, which we can call for smoking, so that lips turn dark black these days, the one who are smoking. So if you apply this almond oil, it helps in lightening of the skin tone also. So I would suggest almond oil as compared to sesame oil, because I've seen wonders. But again, if the person is having any kind of pain or any kind of injury, then sesame oil is good, because that will do wonders to relieve that pain. So again, depends upon person to person what is the situation. If it's only for skin, hair and nails, then go for almond oil. But if you are having certain kind of pain or inflammation in your body, then prefer for sesame oil, which will be beneficial in that individual.
Got it. Okay, now this is very useful information for Vata types. So to summarize, I think we are talking about Vata being dry skin, dry hair, and you know, just drink a lot of water to retain the moisture, right? The moisturize, the same thing on the using the oil to moisturize yourself, and then eating of warm foods, right? I mean, I'm just summarizing. I don't want to go into each and every detail. And the nuts you should try to avoid, but if you want to eat nuts, then you can soak them in water overnight and then have them. Anything else you'd like to add before we wrap up?
So I would suggest, like, if you are planning for your proper lifestyle regime, follow this. If you first, since you are practicing Ayurveda there, so nearby people, I would suggest to visit you and understand what is the body type, what is the prakriti. According to that, they can probably get a proper customized diet for them, because it's not necessary the person who can tolerate milk in front of you and another person just appear that like someone else, but they cannot tolerate milk. There is no new science behind it, because the body type, the prakritis of every individual is different. So first identify which prakriti you belong to, get your customized diet plan with the qualified people, of course. Don't visit any random people, and do your body composition check, wherein you will come to know how you can have a better quality of life, and how you can improve your longevity, and how you can self rejuvenate yourself. So Ayurveda will do wonders in it.
Amazing. Yeah. So, so for all of us, all the viewers, I think getting your body composition to understand what your prakriti is, whether you're Vata, Pitta, Kapha, you know, I think that's very important. In addition to doing the blood test, right? So we are all kind of have been programmed. You know, we go to the doctor. Oh, did you get your blood test done? And this is deficient. But understanding what your body is and eating according to your body, personalization is critical, as Dr. Ankita is referring to. Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Ankita, for being
You're
with us.
welcome.
Yeah, any last comments before I wrap up? Body composition, we know.
Yeah, nothing from mine, because if I start talking about body composition, I can probably talk for hours and hours and hours.
I'm
So
sure.
right
I'm sure.
now, yeah.
Okay.
So right now, I would like just say them one thing, like with the body composition, you can actually monitor your own self. You can
Wow.
keep a track of your body composition, but if you do blood test, you taking a prick, no one likes taking a prick. But with the body composition, just stand on the device. It will just take 30 seconds for you to get your entire result sheet, and that will help you to monitor and track your own self. It can be done on everyday basis. You cannot prick the blood on everyday basis. So it will
Yes.
motivate you to build up with the lifestyle also. So focus along with your body type. Also focus on your body composition. That will definitely 100% give you a better outcome, and that will help you to improve your lifestyle. So motivation is something which is lacking. Today if someone tells me, oh come on, you have 30% of fat or 40% of fat, I'm like, okay, I'm used
Yeah.
to it. But
Yeah.
if I see it on everyday basis, whenever I'm doing the test, somewhere down the like, oh come on, I need to improve a bit. So that's where a motivation factor kicks in. So
Yes.
whatever we are doing, in spite of being a good counselor, at times I also need some motivation kick for my patients.
Absolutely.
So that's
Absolutely.
where even now when the patient visits me, I want to check my body composition. I want to see what is my fat percentage. So when I track their records and show them, no, you're improving. Or you didn't follow the diet because it was a festive. So they also understand, no, I need to work up for this. I need to
Correct.
compensate for it. So the lifestyle is improving, but from their within. I don't need to put
Yeah.
in extra efforts. So they only come for follow up on the defined dates. So that is very much helpful
Yeah.
when we talk about body composition.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think it's
You're
been
welcome.
very useful. Yeah, very useful for all of us to understand
Thank you.
the concept of the body composition, because I think
Yeah.
a lot of us are not aware of that. So let us know any feedback. Apologies for the earlier glitch. We had some technical
Yeah.
issues, so we had to redo the entire video, but we got it through. So I'm very thankful, and thank you so
Thank
much
you for
for.
bearing with me, because the network glitch is something which I really couldn't help out with.
Don't worry about it. I think we got through the entire video without any glitch, so that's great.
Thank you so much for
Yeah,
inviting me on this portal.
absolutely. And people, users have been very patient with us. I don't know if people rejoined or not, but you're welcome to send us messages if you have any questions, and help us share. Please help us share these videos. We are trying to advocate natural medicine and Ayurveda
Sure.
throughout the world. So please help us. Thank you. With that,
Thank
I'd
you
like
so
to wrap
much.
up. Bye
Yeah.
bye.
Bye bye.